Hi Mom, it's Mark. I am getting ready to head off for our vacation in Spain, and I was going to take a walk around the farm. And I know you haven't been down here for a little while, so I wanted to show you what's going on. So I'm going to turn the camera around and walk around, and I'll show you everything that's happening out here. So here we go. All right, well, the cottage, we've more or less got that done. There's lots of fun stuff going on. Our fig trees are making lots and lots and lots of figs. There's some ripe ones right there. If I can get to the sun. There's ripe figs there and there. There's tons and tons coming. We're gonna have so many ripe figs. As a matter of fact, that one is ready to pick. So, a nice ripe fig. Don't tell anybody. I'm gonna eat that one right now. So we've got that fig tree and the very loud air conditioner. And we've got this fig tree. And then on the back of the cottage, Nita's little cottage garden and the patio she put in is looking fantastic. Let me walk around the other side here. The old house, don't look at the old house. We're getting ready to tear that thing down. I'm hoping in the spring, and we'll replace that with the new house. That thing has to go. So, the cottage garden, she's got the roses. This is a big, there we go. These are big flowers. They have nice orange flowers up top called a Leonidas. We have hollyhocks. She's been growing okra as a little bit of a decorative plant, and zinnias, more okra, more zinnias, and then if you look right here, there's some clematis, and we're growing wisteria. I don't know if you can see in the shadow, but eventually we'll have wisteria that grows up and all the way across. I hope. That's what we really want. So we come around. She's got a nice little shade garden with a bunch of the pots and such. And again, I haven't cleaned up any of this before we leave, but Nita's little patio looks fantastic back here. We have coffee out here sometimes, and it's a really nice little shady spot. Been doing a lot of work out here, trying to get everything set before we go to Spain. The kitchen garden, I'll take you over here and show you this new garden in just a second. But we've got the big smoker and the pizza oven and a bunch of wood laid in. So we're ready for wintertime for all of our wintertime cooking. There's some goats. We'll go say hi to the goats here in just a second. This is the latest project that we did. This is the rabbit barn and greenhouse. We used to have an old horse barn here, and we had to get rid of it. But I built Nita this whole thing. Myself and Jonathan and Enrique, we did this. And then Nita found all these windows on Facebook Marketplace, and we picked those up. We custom built this greenhouse. And she's planted in all of these pretty orange marigolds and zinnias, or no, those are cosmos down at the end. And I'm just going to show you inside because it's really hot in there right now. It's over 100 degrees. So she has all of her plantings, her planting tables. She has shelves for little things. That's our wood burning stove for the winter time to keep it warm in here. And in back she has a little office nook where she can do her update her journals and hang out and have some tea or something. Another little potting table, and we store tools and such in here. But this has been a lot of fun. We had it part way done last winter, and learning to use the stove to keep all of this warm. It's a little bit of a challenge, but I think it's going to work out really well. And we close the doors, and there's automatic windows here to vent the heat in and out to keep it getting from too hot in there. Let's go around and say hi to the goats. We are goat sitting. We're taking care of some of Chris's goats. These are all the boys from last year. Come on, boys. Ah, there's my goaty boys. There's my goaty boys. This is Pan. He's the big boss. And Quattro right there. And Cracker Jack's the white one. This is Uno. He was the very first baby that was born out here. This is Dos. And Quattro and little, who are you? Odie. Little Odie are running around out there. So this is their whole place. This is the boy barn. That's where they stay. And they get to play in all of this. They climb up on the brush piles. And this is all of their area to hang out in. And they're little goofballs. Aren't you? Aren't you? Come here, Quattro. Come here, Quattro. Hello, Quattro. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. Hello. Okay, the chickens want to say hi. So let's go around and we'll see the bunnies and the chickens. So another shot of the kitchen building. We're still kind of trying to figure out the gardens around that. It's a little iffy. So may get a little dark in here, but I think we'll be able to see. So this is the inside of the rabbit barn. We've got 3 adult cages here. This is just storage now, but this is where the babies will live. We have 3 new rabbits this year. This is Harley. He's called Harley because he's a Harlequin rabbit. He's all got spots and stuff on him. Coco, our little Coco bunny. She's this little sweetheart. Her name's Coco because she is the same color as a bar of chocolate. And this is Minwee. There we go. Little Minwee. Minwee is French for midnight. She's our little black doe. And she's got a lot of good color coming in. You can see she's getting kind of a little bit of silver. So I think when we breed her with Harley over there, and Coco, who's hiding, to Harley over there, I think we're going to have some amazingly pretty bunnies. And we'll do that probably in the spring. They're still a little young. And then they've got a new watering system, so all their water's taken care of and their food. And then when they have babies, the babies will live in this cage until it's old enough for them to, well, what happens to bunnies is they go in the freezer so we can eat them later. So that's the new rabbit barn. I'm pretty proud of this. It's got a nice big eave, keeps the heat off of them. This area back here is the chicken coop, and we'll go around the outside to look at the chicken coop. This door here is, Nita is going to raise quail for eggs and meat. And so right now we're just using this for storage, but on this back wall there's going to be quail cages where we'll raise nice quail. And oh, there's some of the chickens. Some of the girls, a lot of the girls are inside. So these are our speckled Sussex. They're all new this year. We got a rooster right there. Another big rooster boy over there. Sorry, the camera wants to focus on the wire. So we have lots of these girls. We have, oh my, there's 14 of these, and we still have 6 of the Spanish girls. So we're going to have a lot of eggs come fall. But for right now, not a whole lot of eggs because the older chickens are molting. But that'll change. Okay, let's go back outside. No, do. So, the vineyard needs to be pruned so badly, but it's just kind of the wrong time. I let it get away from me, and I'm letting all this growth put a lot of energy down into the roots this year, and getting really big stems built. So we'll prune all of this in January, and we put down landscape mat to cut down on the weeds, and then Nita planted some pumpkins in amongst the vines, and you can see the pumpkins are starting to die back like they're supposed to, and we have lots of nice little pumpkins. There's one starting to turn orange, and there's another one hiding back in there. There's another one over here. There he is, right there. But we have dozens of pumpkins growing in here that we'll use for food and use for decoration. I don't know if you can see, but right I don't know if I can find him on the camera. Right over here, there's a really orange one. We might see if we can get in there and see them. But, so, the grapes that came up on the vineyard were pretty tasty this year. We tasted a few just to see, and they're wine grapes, so they're not super sweet, but I think they're going to be really, really good. So, we'll walk over here. Here's the bee yard. We're going to take honey off this weekend. Oh, the chickens are yelling at us. The chickens are all in their safe area. They're yelling at us now. You can see the bees. These are just see the girls coming and going into the entrance there. They're filling these boxes with honey. There, the camera stops trying to focus on my hand. So all of these up here are all full of honey. The big boxes downstairs is where they live. They fill all of these big boxes, or the small boxes up here, with honey. And I've got more back there. So I'm hoping we'll get about 10 gallons of honey this year. I don't know if we will, but that's what we're shooting for. So let's go over here. The goats followed me. Those goats, they think I'm going to give them snacks, so the goats follow me everywhere. So, we're going to give the chickens some snacks. So, and this is a brand new chicken thing from when you were here. This is a good solid metal cage. Goes all the way back. And then it's kind of hard to see, but there's a big chicken yard out here that has electric netting to protect them. There's a net that goes over to protect them, so that way the hawks and the owls and the raccoons can't get them. But here's some of the old Spanish girls, some of the black Menorcans. They're my buddies. Let's give them some snacks. See if they come out. Chick, 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 chick. Chick, chick, chick. Chick, 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 chick. Usually they come running when there's snacks. Let's see what happens. Chick, chicks. There they are. They're all in their little tunnel. Sometimes they're a little afraid of the goats. There's the boys. There's the chickens. Chick, 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 chick. There they are. There's my girls. There's my girls. So with any luck, these chickens will start, these spotty ones, like that little girl right there. Sorry, that's a rooster. Sorry, buddy. So that little girl right there, and that girl right there, they should start laying eggs, I think, while I'm going to be on vacation. It should be here in the next week or two. We hope. So they're looking healthy. This is their water. They've got a big 55-gallon water thing. They also have water in their coop too, but it's nice when it's warm out. They can get water outside. So let me go around. I'll show you inside the coop real quick. This is their door. This is how they go in and out. And this panel, that automatically closes at night to keep them safe from raccoons and skunks and all sorts of scary stuff. Now we'll come in. This is the inside of their house. This is their roosting bars. They sleep up here. That's not a TV. That's a heater. And they have a light that comes on at night because they need a certain amount of light to make eggs. And then we're going to come in here. This is their nesting boxes. And we have 2 eggs to harvest. Maybe more, maybe more. Nope. So, 2 nice fresh eggs. And when all of these girls start, not you, you're a rooster, so are you. When these girls start laying, we're going to get somewhere probably about a dozen eggs a day, which will be great. I don't know what we're going to do with a dozen eggs a day, but we'll have them. So let's walk over to the main garden. There's my truck and the barn. Don't look in there. Don't look in there. It's very messy. I've been doing so many projects, I haven't had time to clean out my barn, so that's kind of messy right now. So, under the porch of the the kitchen. Nita has all sorts of nice pots going, and this is a great place for us to hang out. Let me put these eggs down real quick. Boop. Boop. Stay there. Okay, so in the garden, we've got watermelons, and these guys are everywhere. They're crawling all over the place. Big metal chicken. He's not real. A lot cardinal vines, loving a puff, growing over everything. Lemongrass, which is really tasty. Basil for making spaghetti sauce. Dahlias for the first time. These big, beautiful dahlias that Nita grew. I don't know if we're going to do them next year. They're kind of difficult, but they sure are pretty. Just gorgeous. And then this is supposed to be a miniature peach tree. He was only supposed to get about that big, and now he's that big. So not as miniature as we thought, but that's okay. And see that tree way over there, that big one? Here, let me walk around the corner. There's the old house. Old house has to go. So that maple tree was a little bitty guy that we brought from the house in Shawnee before we moved. And now it's living here, and it's doubling in size just about every year, it seems. He's going to be a nice big tree. And I don't think he's going to shade the garden too much. So let's walk around. We'll get into the middle. So we're in a transition time. So the first veggie bed has some radishes and beets and Swiss chard. We just took the beans out, so that's looking, that cage is all naked. Little Delph. This is an ornamental, but it's also an edible. It's a Japanese herb. Tastes a little bit like black licorice. It's kind of nice. These are brassicas. I think there's some broccoli and such in there. Not doing great. We're getting a lot of slugs eating them, so been kind of a rough year on them. Here's more of the little watermelons, and they are doing great. They're just everywhere. All sorts of little bitty watermelons. But I think they're going to be really sweet and nice. It's a good variety that she found finally. The middle bed is mainly just flowers. This Nicotania, this pretty white stuff, black-eyed Susan vine in the middle. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous little bed. Let me walk around the stuff here. This is all of our asparagus, which we're not eating now. We let it get really tall. It's putting energy down into the roots now. And the Nicotania is everywhere. This stuff spreads and spreads and spreads, but it's so pretty. Looks like fireworks. I love this stuff. Little cherry tomato. This was a volunteer. He just showed up. Decided he was going to be part of the party. Let's walk down here. There's our yellow squashes. I'm going to make ratatouille tonight. So our yellow squash. Beans that have decided they're going to claim the supports. Beans. String beans way up there. More tomatoes. So many tomatoes. See if I can get a better picture. Just tomatoes everywhere. A tomatillo. That's really good for Mexican food. The leeks, I'm not going to go near there because there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bees on there. Let me see if I can get a good picture of them. Oh, there's so many bees on there. It's crazy. So many. Over there, that's more beans. Cucumbers, which are kind of on their way out. We're done with those for the year. Another little peach tree. More okra. Lots of okra. Peppers and, jalapenos, cayenne peppers, bell peppers, all sorts of fun stuff. More bush beans and some lettuces. We're going to have a salad tonight. But we're going to come out and get the lettuce for the salad from these guys. And then, one's sad little tomato. And really, that's about it for the garden this late season. There's one more tomato over here. Late season, it's we're getting ready to put everything to bed. When Nita gets back from Spain, she'll be putting everything to bed. Here's the thyme bed and some lamb's ear, all sorts of fun stuff in here. So yeah, that's the garden for the year. I think things have gone really well. I'm happy with the amount of food we've gotten for this year. It's been a pretty darn okay year. Let me turn the camera back around. There you are. So that's what we have going on at the farm right now. We're going to be leaving in just about a week to head to Spain, but we're going to come see you before we go. And hopefully Pam and her friends will be able to show you this video so you'll know. And I'm going to be recording videos from Spain while I'm there that I'll send to you just about every day so you'll know what I'm up to. So remember, Mom, I love you, and Dad loves you too. He'll be up to see you, and we'll see you soon. Bye!